Hello everyone. We have cars and we love our cars. However, how many of us really know about our car and its engine? When our car shows any trouble, can we spot the source of the problem? Or we have to go to our mechanics? Even though when we go to our mechanics, when mechanics say you have problem with this component, do we really understand what this means, what these parts mean, where this part is located? So to solve this problem, I will introduce a game that is all about car and car engine. So the game is Car Mechanic Simulator 2015. From this name, we can understand that this is a simulator game, and this simulator video game is depicting the work of an automotive mechanic. This game is played in first-person perspective, where the player is able to walk freely around the shop and a few other areas. So here, instead of levels, the game is divided into jobs. In the gameplay, there is an office area within the mechanic shop, and mechanic repeatedly get the phone calls from the customer. So the mechanic can go to the work table area, and then he can pick the phone call and get the work order. He has the freedom to choose or decline the work. So once he receive the work order, the car is already inside the garage, and then he start working on that. What player has to do is to troubleshoot the problem and then repair. So this troubleshooting comes up with a inventory and the work order. So the problem is listed there. The mechanic see those listings. Here the players as a mechanic solve those problem one by one. To do so, the player is required to remove, inspect and replace the relevant broken parts. When a vehicle is reassembled, it may be taken for a test drive before being returned to the customer. And when the vehicle is returned to customer, the players charge the bills, and this is how he earned the points or the money. The game is built with extremely detailed graphics. So when the player is playing, he can see the engine parts, and these engine parts can be disassembled. So as per his job description, the gamer can take out the parts one by one and then replace with the new one and then assemble it again. And it is extremely fun to play with this game. Here the game is structured by job. So once player finish one job, then he can choose another one. He can choose two jobs at a time because there are two car lifter inside the garage. So the gamer can finish these two jobs, then they can choose the another one. So by definition, this game is a simulation game. As Greenblatt said, the core of all simulation game is the operating model, a set of selected characteristics of a referent in the real world and the interrelation between those characteristics. And also from another definition from Greenblatt and Bailey, they said models in simulation games operate as a real world does, so that player can see how the referent system works. So this game qualify with both definitions. So this is a simulation game. While gamers play this game, they enjoy this game just not only for its subject matter, but also for the learning that the game provides. As Mark Prensky said, like why people love games. People love games for the learning nature of the game. And this kind of game, like this video game or simulation, whatever we say this game, this is a good learning opportunity. Every moment while they play the games, this is a very good opportunity to learn about the car and the car mechanics. Also, while player play this game, the transfer of learning is happening. As Horner and Kinza said, the transfer of learning refers to the potential for in-game learning to be applied in the real world context. So while the players assemble and disassemble engines, they have the basic idea where car component basically stand. I found this game very beneficial, and I agree with the statement of the Liu Hellinger and Shonasai that where they say that students consider simulation-based learning to provide a richer learning experience than conventional methods such as lecture. Instead of just listening, people learn more by doing stuff. So now, if I cannot afford to disassemble the entire car, if I can do that at least in virtual environment or in simulation, that's also a part of learning. The graphics of this game is wonderful. It's a combination of photorealistic rendering, and there's some cartoonish effect also, especially when players see the game from outside. They see in a photorealistic mode, but while they work in the engine, they can go for like different kind of visual settings so that they can choose and pick. And also there is an option for selecting the equipment and the engine part, and it become red, yellow and green based on their condition. So that's also guide players to navigate through the complex engine and mechanical systems of the car. The soundtrack is also nice. It's pleasant to listen. In terms of drawback, I found this game cannot be played with a controller. always has to be played with using of computer mouse and keyboard. Also, if we investigate critically simulation games, Carlsen and Andres stated that there was no significant difference between simulation-based learning and narration-based teaching. So we can investigate further whether this simulation game is actually help someone to learn and operate as a mechanical car mechanics later in life. Overall, this is an excellent simulation game. Thank you everyone for listening.